back to my channel. In today's video we are focusing on this makeup look right here. Once again using the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Carnival palette. I know you guys are probably like, use something new, but this is a new palette and I want to get my use out of it, and a lot of you guys seem to enjoy the tutorials that I have been putting up using this palette because all of you have recently only got yours in the post. And a lot of you had commented underneath my last upload and also sent me DMs on Instagram saying, would you do like more looks using the Stacey Marie palette? I've only recently got mine, I'm obsessed with it, blah 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 blah. I just don't know what looks to do. So I've already done two, which I will leave linked in the description box below so you can go and watch those ones. They're more colourful looks using the likes of the oranges and the greens and the pinks and the purples and all like the bright vibrant colours. But today I wanted to tone it down slightly and just keep it nice and sort of basic with the neutral colours. So I used the shade Rowdy, Basic, Hush and Center highlights. So I used like 4 shades out of the palette and I created this stunning makeup look, if I do say so myself. I'm obsessed with it. I was originally supposed to do a look that I had posted the other day on Instagram. A lot of you guys seem to really enjoy that and asked me like what the colours and stuff were, and when I said it was from the Stacey Marie palette, you guys were like, I want a tutorial, I've only got the palette. But I just sat down and I just had an idea in my head and I went, you know what, I'm just going to go for it, and I'm actually really obsessed with how this look turned out. It's giving me very Kim K vibes because my skin's nice and glowy, nice nude lip, nice glowy body and stuff, and I go through into detail on everything that I have done, like showing you how to like glow your body up, like glow the skin up. Everything is like all in the detail. So I've been really enjoying this palette and I just can't seem to put it down using it on myself and all my clients. So if there's any other type of tutorials that you guys want me to do using this palette, just let me know in the comment section below, direct message me on Instagram or even send me a Snapchat and I will like have a wee read through them. So yeah, if you want to see how to create this bronzy makeup glam using the Stacey Marie Be Perfect Carnival palette, then just keep on watching. So firstly what I'm doing is I'm applying my eyeshadow primer. You guys already know I'm hooked on the PALETE eyeshadow base in the shade Rumor 2. It comes in all different shades for medium skin tones, fair skin tones, dark skin tones. Go and check it out. It is the best eyeshadow primer ever. So I am now getting in with the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Carnival palette and I am using the shade Rowdy first. So it's best to go in with your deepest shade first, so like your crease shade, because I find that when you go in with your transitional shade first, it really dilutes your darkest shades, like your crease shades. So it's best to go in with your crease shade first. I know it's a wee bit scary at start, but honestly it's worth it. So I'm taking it on a Morphe M514 brush, and what I'm doing is I'm sort of packing it into the crease first and sort of like using little wiggly sort of blend motions while I'm doing it. I'm not going in straight away first and blending, otherwise you're going to really disturb that base that we applied down and it's going to like awful. So you want to make sure that you're doing what I said firstly and then blend out your little edges. Take a clean brush like I have done and sort of just make sure that they're all nice and seamlessly blended before going in with your next shade. So I'm now getting in with the shade Basic and I'm using this as my transition shade. I'm using this to blend out the edges of the Rowdy shade. I'm not being too like Pacific with how it's sort of looking. I just want to make sure that I have like the base of these two colours down first before going in and deepening them up. So this is the part where I am being really Pacific now in all of my colours that I've sort of placed down already. So I'm taking the Rowdy shade again and I'm further deepening up that crease area, and then I'll go back in again with my Basic shade and blend out the edges. So see, every time I go in with a darker shade I will always go back in with the first shade and then blend out the edges with it. It's just going to make the whole look really seamless and cohesive looking, and you're going to see all the definition of colours that you have placed down. So you want to make sure you go back and forth and play a bit with all your colours before going in with like further work. So I'm now going in with a bullet brush. This is from the Kira Daily Phoenix collection, and I'm just placing down the Sample Beauty matte black shade in the shade Yin, and I'm just placing that at the outer corner of the eye, and then go around the edges again with my Rowdy shade, and then back in with Basic. So like I said, always go back in with your colours again when you go in with your darker ones. So I'm now spritzing a little sort of flat brush with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to create like a non-structured cut crease. So by this I mean I am creating a cut crease, but I am not making like a big effort out of it. I am just literally using a shimmer shade and just using the same method as I normally would creating a cut crease. So the house shade from the Stacey palette just went perfect with this look. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a bronzy, goldy sort of like champagne-y colour. It's absolutely stunning. So literally just spraying back and forth with the Fix Plus and then just creating my shape. Afterwards, I'll get a small detailed brush and I'll go in with the Rowdy shade again and just go around the edges of the sort of cut crease. And then that's just going to bring like definition and like make the whole eye look stand out. So I'm now going in with my NYX vinyl liner just to create a little lane across the lash line before applying my lashes. And then afterwards I'm going to blend out the edges of this liner using the same matte black shade that we used previously. I love doing this method. I think it just looks a lot cleaner than just leaving it there, if you know what I mean. Then after I'm going to go in with my AK Pro Cosmetics lashes in the shade Aine. I'll leave a link in the description box below to where you guys can purchase them. So I have already went ahead and primed my face using the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance primer. Afterwards I'm going to take the Cocoa Brown Golden Goddess Shimmering Body Oil all over the face. So I learned this wee trick from Louise Lavery whenever I went and done my lesson with her, and a couple of times when I had my makeup done by her, I just sort of have a wee nosy at what she's doing. So pretty much she uses the Makeup Atelier, I can't remember what the actual name is, but it's like something similar to this anyway, so I just use this for like another alternative. Pretty much if you are someone that wears tan and your tan has not turned out the way that it is planned to turn out, like you hope that it turns out unreal, pretty much what this does is it blends your tan out but it leaves your skin looking absolutely flawless. It's also good to apply on the face, but I just recommend applying a little bit on the face and not too much, because it is an oil at the end of the day and it can tend to make you look super greasy if you do use too much of it. So it's best to like pat it into the skin and blend it out. So once again guys, absolutely perfect for applying all over the face for a nice glow underneath your foundation, and it is also amazing to apply over tan that is turned like disgusting on you. It hasn't blended out properly, it's turned green, it just blends everything out absolutely unreal. I got these from Primark or Pennies, wherever you want to call it, but you can also pick these up from your local chemist such as Gordon's or SMOKEY or anything or anywhere basically that stocks Cocoa Brown products. So for foundation, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation in the shade NC35, and I'm still using my BTY number 3 brush. To apply any of your foundations or like concealers or anything, it is best to pat it into the skin as opposed to swiping or swirling. Patting is going to give you a more full coverage effect. For concealer, I'm using my Unique Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Scarlet. I'm taking that around the under eyes, forehead, nose, cupid's bow and chin. I'm blending out the edges using my BTY brush, just whatever is left on the brush. And then I'm taking the largest brush from the Phoenix collection by Kira Daily to get right underneath those like under eye areas. So I like using a compact powder for under the eyes, as you guys know. So I'm taking the Maybelline Matte Maker in the shade Classic Ivory. I like using these compacts because I think it keeps the eyes nice and bright, like the under eye area. So for the whole base, I pretty much pounce everything into the skin. It's better to pat everything in as opposed to swiping or swirling, especially now that you're going in with powdered products. You want to make sure that you push everything into the skin. Otherwise, you're going to really like annoy the foundation and the concealer and stuff, and it's going to go blotchy and cakey, and there's going to be powder clinging to certain parts of the face that you don't want. So always remember, push your powders into the skin. To set the rest of the face, I'm just taking my Couture Spun powder and I'm just patting that around the areas of my face of choice, completely up to you. I'm just setting it very lightly because I still want to see the nice sort of radiance glow that I had placed down using the Golden Goddess oil. So completely up to you how much you want to set your face. So I like to now go in with like a compact powder that is sort of the same colour as like my foundation, just to put a bit of life back into the skin, because I find with that, like with some translucent powders, they leave like a little bit of a white cast. So I like to go in with the powder to sort of bring colour back to the face. So I'm using the Studio Color Blend Pressed Powder by MAC in the shade Medium Deep, and I'm taking that on a Beauty Bar #1 brush and just patting that into the skin, like I said, bringing a bit of colour back into this face. So I have spritzed my face with a little bit of Fix Plus just to lock everything in place and make the skin nice and sort of hydrated throughout the day, and it's going to take that powdery cast away. So I have went in with the center highlight from the Be Perfect Stacey Marie palette, and I've also went over top with the Doll Beauty Shine Bright highlighter as well, just for some extraness, because I really wanted to go low for the gods today. For contour, I have went back to an old favourite. This used to be my holy grail contour product, and this is the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. I am obsessed with this. I forgot like how much I loved it. It is just an essential. It's like an old favourite. Obsessed. For bronzer, I am using my MAC Cosmetics Dark Deep Mineralized Skin Finish. This is absolutely perfect, and I find it works amazingly like on all skin tones. For my blush today, I am using the MAC Cosmetics Raisin Blush. So back to the eyes, I'm taking my Collection Lasting Black Gel Liner into my waterline and underneath the lower lash line, and I'm blending that out with a Zoeva smudger brush. So pretty much what goes up must come down. So I'm taking all the shades that I had used on the top of my lids and outer corner, through the crease, everything underneath the lower lash line. So I'm taking the shade Rowdy, Basic, and I'm also taking that black shade again from Sample Beauty and just taking that underneath the lower lash line and just blending that out. So I'm spritzing a little bullet brush with some Fix Plus again by MAC, just so that it's nice and damp in order for my pigment to be super intense. So I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Sugar Rush Pigment, and this is from the Nutcracker Sweets Christmas collection a few years ago. I shouldn't really even be using this, but I just wanted like a soft, subtle inner corner highlight, and I thought this went perfect. So if you've anything similar, just use that, because I'm not sure like if you can even get these anymore, like if anyone even like sells them anymore, because I know there's some collectors that actually buy them and then sell them. And then after, I am just going to create my little inner corner flick, just following the shape of my tear duct and just creating a little sharp line. So I want to create a little bit of a glow to the body. So I'm taking the Makeup Studio Gold Reflecting Powder in the shade Natural, and I'm just placing that all over the body, shoulders, chest, neck area, a little bit onto the face, just for some extra glow. So for my lips today, I'm taking the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Versatile Chestnut. I'm just lining my lips with this, and then I'm going to go over top with the Makeup Studio Burly Nude Gloss. It is my favourite gloss of all time, literally. Then afterwards, I'm just going to take another spritz of Fix Plus just to lock all the moisture into the skin, and then that is us all finished. So guys, this is the finished makeup look. I did go for something completely different to the actual photo that I posted on Instagram, but I'm living for this look. I still use the same colours and everything that I used in that photo, but I just glammed it up a wee bit more. So I also forgot to mention that I used the lychee glitter. It's like a glitter pigment, so it's super fine and it's like so comfortable on the eyes. I can't even feel it there, but you can still notice it when the light hits it, which I absolutely am obsessed with. I sort of wanted to go for something that had like the cut crease fade without having to sit and do the effort of carving the whole like crease out and all that jazz. So if you've noticed, there's a lot of people now doing the non-structured cut creases and non-structured spotlight eyes, and by non-structured I mean that you don't have to sit and take like 15-20 minutes on each eye, whatever how long you take to carve it out with concealer. Just simply spritz your brush, your flat brush, add your pigment of choice, and just do the same method that you would like carving your crease out, and that is it, and it still gives that cut crease sort of effect. I am literally living for this right now, so I hope that you are too. So yeah, I wanted to do something with like more basic colours, like your browns and like a wee hit of black here and there, because I know that not everybody's into colour, so I wanted to just keep it a wee bit neutral today, add some glitter, some pigments, and go for a nice bronzy look onto the skin and add some like glowiness to my body and stuff. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give it a big massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video and what type of tutorials you would like to see in the future, because your feedback means the world to me, so I know what content to put up on my channel. I'll leave a link in the description box below to where you can purchase the Be Perfect palette once again if you are new to watching this. Like if you've never watched me creating any looks with the Be Perfect palette previously. And I'll also leave a link in the description box below as well, guys, to where you can purchase my lashes. My website is sort of semi up and running, like you're still able to go on and like purchase and like, you know, all that jazz. I've still like to spice it up a wee bit and make it a wee bit more presentable, but you can purchase, and everything is dealt through PayPal, so it's completely safe to purchase. There's no bank transfers or anything needed. So I'll leave a link in the description to where you can purchase my lashes as well, and all my other social media, so you can go follow me on there as well. So yeah guys, once again, thank you so much again for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all next time.